Okay, so this is going to be the first look at the borax method. So this is the sluice box that they have. I kind of missed the first part. This is the mill. Empties into this tank, which goes into they call it a sluice box. That's being washed away. That's flowing into here, onto the carpets. And then they have sedimentation ponds. And then they tell me that they're using the sediments, they're putting it through a cyanidization process to recover even more gold. And they have cyanide tanks. That's one actually just over there with the orange tarp. So this is fundamentally different than what I was seeing in Papua New Guinea.
So in this is loose, as you could see. The light materials are flowing, while the heavy materials, including the gold, is being settled in the box. I will just tell what is the activity here. So this is losing a concentration. We call it the concentration. If you observe the spray of water and the light materials flowing down the chute, this one is covered with the cloth, so that the heavy materials, including gold that is left here, will be trapped in the cloth. After this will be full, you will wash it in the pan, we concentrate, and then that's where we get the gold. Okay. What is left is goes here. These are the tailings siltation tanks where the tailings will silt, and the water is again pumped up for use, while the tailings will be collected here for another process, cyanidation process.
Okay. So the tailings are very fine. In Papua New Guinea, they're not nearly as fine.
Yeah, the finer you do, the better liberation you get. Our rotor rod here is concentration. Okay, though.
So would you suggest to people in Papua New Guinea that they should process the ore until it's this fine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the finer, the better.
Yeah. Okay.
Because in grinding, it is liberation. You have to liberate the gold that is within the rock. So even if it's fine as this still contains gold.
Okay.
Yes.
Roughly 45%.
Yeah. Because what we in the whole assay, this method is good for about 65%. It has a higher percentage than the amalgamation. 65. Amalgamation is only good for about 55% or 60%. This goes to about 65, a little bit higher.
So by this you mean the ball mill?
No, in the ball mill, the root where there is liberation, you have to crush to liberate the gold.
Okay.
And then you trap it here.
Okay. So when you mean amalgamation, normally they put the mercury in the ball mill.
Yes.
That's what you mean. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This one is losing. We call this is loose. This
have
is
a look
very monotonous. It is.
Right.
It's always like this. It's repetitive. You keep doing it, keep doing it. But this is better than the shaking table.
Better than
Shaking table.
the shaker table. Okay. And how much gold do they roughly, would this station capture, roughly?
Well, it varies. He says this ore has not much gold,
Oh, okay.
but they still have to do like this to get the free gold before going to the cyanidation.
Okay. Gonna have a look at the carpet here. It's definitely different. So is this proper miners?
Yeah,
It's miners, or what's it called? This
Yeah,
is
they're miners.
Miners moss or carpet?
sorry.
This is miners moss or carpet?
Yeah, it's a carpet.
And it's proper gold mining carpet, right?
No, it's a felt cloth.
Felt. Okay, felt. Okay.
You see, there are heavy materials that is trapped in the cloth. This one. So if in instances that gold flows with the water, it will get trapped here.
Right. And what do they normally use this felt for? Is it for clothing? For
Yeah, for clothing, for covering latch.
okay.
By the way, the name of our actor is Madlon.
Madlon?
Madlon.
Madlon.
Yes.
Okay. Pleased to meet you, Madlon.
This one can either be concrete, can either be wood, or it could also be a steel plates,
Steel plates.
whichever is available in the locality.
Okay. But concrete is the ideal, right?
Yeah,
Concrete
it's,
lasts longer?
Yeah, because it's permanent. You put it
Yeah.
permanently. Now he is preparing to wash the clothes,
Okay.
remove the heavy materials. So if you look at it, the water is recycling. It goes there and it is pumped, and then they utilize it again. It goes cycle.
Right. Okay.
So you will get the clothes and then wash it, then put it back.
Salah nga diri. May nakapo-kapoy man ito.
We will check if there is gold. So that is very fine gold. That is the content.
Okay, very nice.
It's very fine. So that is the characteristics of the gold here. It's different in Africa,
Okay.
where they have coarse size. Here it's almost like this.
Fine.
So you see, there is still fine in here. Look at that, it's still here.
Okay, right.
Yeah, it's very fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's why we always win in our comparison, because mercury doesn't trap this size.
Oh no?
Yes,
Huh.
it just pollutes and it runs.
Okay, interesting.
But in here we can collect this. As long as you can see with the naked eyes, then you can collect.
Okay. So, what would you say the income of the miners, like the income of the miners, is it better than the average Filipino worker?
It is, sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's higher.
Oh,
It's fluctuating
okay,
because it is reliable, dependable to the sample,
okay.
the ore,
The quality.
the
of the-
quality. Yeah. If you are lucky, then you will have more.
Okay. In Papua New Guinea, the miners make considerably more than regular workers.
Than regular workers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, huge. They have better quality.
Better quality, and also maybe the salaries in general are also probably lower. In fact, on Bougainville especially, there's very little work. There's a lot of unemployment.
In here, it's almost similar because regular worker here, construction, I mean, you building construction. The daily rate of a mason here is ranging from 700, about 700.
Okay.
These guys could also reach the 700, sometimes lower, but sometimes it's higher.
700 pesos.
Yeah.
Damn. 700 pesos, we're talking like less than $40 Canadian. I'll explain the fanning method here is to allow the lighter materials to flow down and the heavier materials to stay. You can see it's kind of like a horizontal fan.
That is now the high concentrate.
Okay.
We will run that in the pan.
And even so, after the pan, it still goes to the
Yes.
cyanidization.
Yes.
Okay.
It is selected. That is very high grade. Yeah. The value is much higher than these ordinary tails.
Right. Okay, so there's all the tailings being collected, and that's going to go into the cyanide treatment. Okay, soap.
Yeah, detergent soap. They use it to remove oily materials in the water because the oil has the capacity to float the gold.
Yeah.
So they have to put soap to remove the oil, and it also helps depress heavy materials including the gold. This is the counterpart of the shaking table.
Right.
You know, shaking table is running like that with water.
Yeah.
Same with this.
Right. It's a very different pan than what I've seen.
This is, if the miners look at this, they said, oh, that's too laborious. But it is just like playing as long as you are used to it. So this is the secret of this method. So there is the gold, it's trying to come up. There, in the plates. There is the...
Yeah. See it roll up.
Dito, uminap sila bunan. Ayan. Ini sana ulan na.
Wow.
Tuloy ito sa may mayat ng kabuyan sa palato.
Dami biniling mo eh. Kasi po saka.
Nala daw mo. Magbagay naman fight, nala daw.
Para lang sa atin na. Ay, makod ganit ni Golda. Sana tayo sinaraot ba? Sinaraot ba? Magbun na din.
Kat na spin to na.
Kaya na to.
So if they smelt this, it comes out in a gold button, and the percentage of the gold is 85.
Okay. And what do you know what the impurities are?
Sorry?
The impurities, do you know what they are?
Copper, silver.
Copper and silver.
So these guys own the whole lot, this stockpile.
Okay.
So they have to grind it and collect all the gold before they smelt.
The motor's electric? The motor it's electric motor, right?
Yes,
Okay.
electric motor. It's 3 horsepower.
3 horsepower.
And the content of this 6 at 50, about 350 kilos.
Oh wow.
350 kilos ore.
Okay.
I will add this here.
Okay.
Aye. So that we can see the view of the gold.
All the gold, yeah.
Nice.
So this was just to concentrate at the very end.
Yes.
Yeah.
One. Naigay din po, tatno bumalapay. He has to grind more
Ah.
to liberate more gold because there is still gold in this stuff.
Oh wow.
So he has to grind it. There. flat. Oh, that's too bright. Ang salding. Mama, inumin niya. Ang salding na.
Matagalim naman.
Yan. Mama sabay pumo daw.
Isyo ko man saksakan yan eh.
Yeah, basta ilagay naman at pasapay kasi ni kwa. Timingan minan mang palpasan news na. Yung mali.
Dua dia Domingo.
Ah,
Biyernes, Sabado.
mayat no kumano Sabado. Nung ada kami.
Malimut natin. Yes, hindi nang Sabado.
They said we will be coming back on Saturday
Okay.
for this melting
Okay, fantastic.
because they still have to collect this.
Yeah, okay.
So that's now the goal. Medyo sikigan tayo ilanas na. So that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay.
It's very different process, yeah.
Ay, why number mo?
Wala. Okay?